good day. I'm so glad you're here today. We need to celebrate and take the time to say it's gonna be a good day.
Go.
Hello, hello, hello. How do you feel today? Hello, hello, hello. It's okay to feel anything. If you're happy, then smile. If you're angry, stomp your feet. If you're sad, then cry. If you're silly, do a dance. Hello, hello, hello. How do you feel today? Hello, hello, hello. It's okay to feel anything. If you're excited, shout hooray.
Hooray!
If you're energetic, jump around. If you're calm, take a breath. If you're tired, go to sleep. Wake up! Hello,
5 more minutes.
hello. How do you feel today? Hello, hello, hello. It's okay to feel anything. It's okay to feel anything.
All right. Hello, hello. Let's go ahead and start like we always do with our check-in here. Let's give it a second to make sure everyone's awake out there. It was a great nap we all had there. So let's start with you, Miss Paige. How are you doing today?
All right. Today, to be honest, I'm feeling a little bit disappointed.
Oh, why is that?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about my birthday. I don't know if you guys ever think about your birthdays, but mine is in August. And I thought like, oh, I want to have a party and I want to invite all my friends and, have them over, have cake and stuff. But then I thought like, it's kind of hard to plan right now with so much going on in the world. So I'm not sure when to start planning my party. So I was a little bit disappointed. How about you, Adrian? How are you? How are you doing?
I definitely understand because right now every day is different. We had some great advice from Miss Carly on our last show, but it's still kind of hard to start new routines and keep them going. So I'm just some days good, some days bad, but right now feeling pretty good, but still just uncertain. I just don't know. Every day's different.
Yeah.
And how about Miss Marley down there? Hey, Marley. How you feeling today?
Hello. Let's see. Oh, Marley's feeling tired.
Tired?
Yeah. She says that her little eyes hurt
Oh.
from all this screen time because she's got Zoom calls with her class and then, FaceTime with her grandparents. And then she sits on her iPad a lot of the day. And so she's like, her eyes are a little tired. So, yeah, Marley, sometimes when I am feeling really like my eyes hurt and I'm tired from screen time, because I do get tired from screen time, I actually go outside for a walk or I read a book. So, would you like us to read a book with you today? She says, yeah, let's
All
go
right.
for it.
Well, I think I
Yeah.
have just the one. I think she'll appreciate this one. It is called
Great.
Not Quite Narwhal. This is by Jesse Seema. Kelp was born deep in the ocean. He knew early on that he was different from the other narwhals. His tusk wasn't as long as everyone else's, and he had different tastes in food, and he wasn't a very good swimmer. But his friends didn't seem to mind, so Kelp decided he wouldn't either. That is, until he was swept away in a strong current. You can see the water carrying him far away, and he's saying, "I wish I was a better swimmer." Kelp found himself at the surface, closer to land than he had ever been before. High up on a cliff, he spotted a mysterious, sparkling creature that looked so familiar, it looked like Kelp. Kelp swam toward land as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that he could catch up with the creature that looked just like him. When he finally reached the shore, Kelp felt a little bit anxious. He had never left the ocean before. He was nervous about walking for the first time, but the land creatures made it look so easy. But it wasn't. You can see him walking like a crab, trying to hop like a frog, but eventually he got the hang of it. Everything on land was strange and beautiful, but also kind of scary. Kelp began to think he might never find the creature that looked just like him. But as he stumbled out of the forest, land narwhals. You can see doing all kinds of things. See one playing guitar, jumping around. And then this one says, actually, we're unicorns. And by the looks of it, so are you. Kelp had never heard of unicorns before. They taught him all sorts of new things about his tusk. We call them horns. Wow. They introduced him to unicorn delicacies, like the unicorn, and they showed him how to gallop. There was no doubt that Kelp was, in fact, a unicorn. He was having so much fun that he didn't want to leave. But then he remembered all of his friends under the sea. Kelp missed them terribly, so he said goodbye to the unicorns and returned to the ocean. And they said, "Come back soon." Kelp swam toward home as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that the narwhals would still like him now that he was a unicorn. When he finally arrived, Kelp had butterflies in his stomach. But his friends said, "Kelp, welcome home." He took a deep breath and told his friends the news. "It turns out I'm not a narwhal." "Of course you aren't," they said. And he said, "I'm a unicorn." They took it very well. We all knew that. Kelp was happy to be home, but now that he'd experienced life on land with the unicorns, he couldn't seem to forget them. Did he want to be a land narwhal with the unicorns, or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Kelp couldn't decide. But then he realized that maybe, just maybe, he didn't have to choose. And we can see both of his friends playing together there. All of his friends, his narwhal friends and his unicorn friends. Building a fire, eating ice cream, making a sandcastle. And that's the end. All right. Actually, wait. So, how did you like that story, Marley?
Marley loved it. She kind of wants to be a land narwhal. She's never heard of that before.
Well, I mean, you can try according to the book. You don't have to choose.
She didn't know that there was something called a unicorn.
Mhm.
So she learned something new today.
Good. Happy to be a part of that. All right.
Yeah.
So, now that we've had our story time, maybe it's time to start winding down here. So, I'm going to sing one of my favorite songs to stretch to before we get ready for bed. Just going to move my earpiece here. It goes like this. We're going to pretend that we are a tree, okay? So, you got to stand up tall like a tree. And you got to spread out your branches wide like this. And then you got to wiggle your leaves, okay? And then follow the directions here so we can make sure we stretch out like a big tree. The leaves on your head. Whoop. Now cover your toes. Bend way down, touch your toes. Stretch real good. The leaves on your elbows. Whoop. Stretch across this way. Now cover your nose. Whoop. Now put your leaves way up as high as you can, and the leaves fall down, 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 down. The leaves are falling to the ground. Now stretch way back up again. Whoop. And let the leaves fall down, 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 down. The leaves are falling to the ground. I'm going to let Miss Page join in for this verse. Here we go. All right, you ready for verse 2? The leaves on your ears now cover your thighs. Where's that? That's the top of your legs right there. Stretch way down. The leaves on your knees now cover your eyes. Now stretch them way up as high as you can. Get a good stretch and let the leaves fall down, 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 down. The leaves are falling to the ground. Now go in reverse all the way back up. Back to the top. And let them fall down, 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 down. The leaves are falling to the ground. All right. Whew. I think I'm good and stretched. How about you?
Yeah, I feel really stretched.
All right.
And I feel amazing, like almost ready for bed.
I think so.
Yeah, and it's actually almost Marley's bedtime. So I'm gonna sing Marley a lullaby to help her fall asleep. So I was wondering if you wanted to join me for this lullaby. Let's try it. Go to sleep, little narwhal. Now lay down and rest your head. Go to sleep, little narwhal. Close your eyes, it's time for bed. Go to sleep, little narwhal. You're safe and sound right here with me. Go to sleep, little narwhal. You are mine and will always be. Now I'm wondering if anyone has suggestions for little animals we could sing to sleep. Does anyone have a puppy or a kitten at home? If you have one, then bring them close by and sing them this song. Here we go. Go to sleep, little puppy. Now lay down and rest your head. Go to sleep, little puppy. Close your eyes, it's time for bed. cat at home? I don't have a cat. I only have a dog named Luna. But if you have a cat, call them over and sing this song to them. Go to sleep, little kitten. You're safe and sound right here with me. Go to sleep, little kitty. You are mine and will always be. Next, we're going to put your name into the song. So I'll play this part. Go to sleep, little and you or your parents can sing your name during that part. So let's try that. Go to sleep, little. Now lay down and rest your head. Go to sleep, little. Close your eyes, it's time for bed. All right, Marley is pretty much asleep now. So she is ready for bed. And I'm wondering if all of you are ready for bed too. If you are a parent, we're going to have you stick around for our teacher's corner. And if you're a kiddo, then we'll see you next time. So.
All right. So part 1 of our teacher's corner today is we wanted to announce it premiered 18 minutes ago on YouTube, our latest music video, All About Respect. If you've had a chance to listen to Simple SEL on Spotify or any of those, now every song that's on that album has a music video on YouTube that you can check out. So head on over there and you can watch that video. We had a really fun time animating that. And our next announcement.
So the next thing is that we have really exciting news. We have updated our SEL curriculum. And now when you get our curriculum, which is available on our website and Teachers Pay Teachers, you'll get 25 activities, slideshows to go with each of the lesson plans, and videos and MP3s for each of the songs. So we've really upgraded that for all of you out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So hopefully that gives you guys some extra stuff to use around the house to supplement what you're trying to do. And we wanted to end the show today with a word of encouragement for all of you teachers and or parents out there. And today's word of encouragement, if I can find the right slide here, is I am still learning. And this is actually a quote. Wanted to give you maybe just a couple seconds to think about maybe who said that. 3, 2, 1. It is not showing up. But the answer is, where'd it go? Oh, no, I'm sad. The answer is Michelangelo. I'm sure you've heard of him. And it was at the age of 87. And we chose that quote because even at the age of 87, someone like him, with all that he'd accomplished, he was still able to say that he is still learning. And I think that's something that we need to all remind ourselves of, not just during the current craziness, but just moving forward in life. Keep learning.
Yep. And we have one more song for y'all, and then we will, then until next time. There we go. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. See you soon. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. See you soon. We learned so much today. It's time to celebrate all the stuff that we know, new things to help us grow.
All right. We'll see you next week.
See you next time.